Friends, welcome back to LearningStrome Academy. So friends, today the topic which we are going to discuss is byte data type. In the last video, friend, as I discussed with you data types, and I promised with you in further video we are going to discuss each data type in a detailed manner. So today we are going to discuss byte data type. Okay friends, byte data type. Let's start the discussion. So friend, byte data type. In this video, we are going to discuss why we use byte data type, why we should prefer byte data type instead of int or short. Okay, what are the applications of byte data type? Okay, what are the possible values then byte data can accept? Okay, and what are the unacceptable values for byte data type, and what kind of errors will generate if we are going to accept if we are going to assign inappropriate values to byte data type. Okay, so this is the agenda for the today discussions. Okay, so let's start with discussion, friends. Okay, so byte data type. So friends, we need byte data type. We should use byte data type only when we have values that will lie between -128 to 127. Okay, whenever we have to deal with the small values. Okay, let's think. Let's suppose any scenario. Let's we have a class we have 50 students in the class, and we want to take attendance of these students. Yeah, it's obvious that we have 50 students in class. Then the roll number of these students lie between 1 to 50. Okay, then to process such kind of data, when we have to deal with small values, okay, then we should use byte data type. Okay, what are the benefit of using byte data different? Other benefit is that it is going to take a small memory than the other data type. For example, if I am going to use in data type instead of byte data type, and I have to represent only 50 students. So friend, here as we know, int takes 4 byte to store. Okay, but here byte data type is going to take only 1 byte to store the value of a variable. So it's mean that we are saving 3 bytes by using the concept of bytes. Okay friend, so this is the main advantage. So we can, whenever we have to use whenever we have to deal with small values, then we should use byte data type. Okay, so friend, byte data type takes 1 byte to store a value. Okay friends, we can also represent a assigned data like negative data, okay, through the byte data type. Okay, the very first bit of the number will represent our the sign. Okay, as you can see this diagram here, the very first bit is going to represent our sign. Okay, sign of a number, and the other 7 bits are going to represent our numbers. Okay friends, okay. So okay, what will the size? As I discussed with you, the size of the byte data type is 8 bits. Okay, only 8 bits. So that's why the we can byte data type take only values from 128 to 127, because only 8 bits are 8 bits out of 8 bit, 1 bit are used for sign bit, and other 7 bits are we use to represent data that lie between 127 to 128. Okay, as we know, the maximum value we what is the maximum value that we can represent through byte data, that it is 127. Okay friends, and what is the minimum value that we can represent? It is minus 128. Okay friends, okay, what is the range? As now it is clear with you what in which range the byte data can use the value. It is 128 to 127. Okay friend, so as okay, it is all about the how much memory it takes, what is the maximum value for it, and what is the minimum value for it. Okay, and what is the range for it. But friend, now you should also aware about it how it is represented in memory. So friend, byte data type or other byte data type or integral data type are simply, if the number is positive, then it is going to represent simply directly as a directly in a computer as in a binary representation. Okay, but if the number is negative, then the number is going to save in the 2's complement form. Okay friend, okay, remember it. If the number is positive, then the number is going to save in the binary format, directly in the binary format. Okay, but if the number is in negative, then the number is going to save in 2's format. Okay friends, as I said, but if the number is negative, then it is going to save in two's form, okay, two's complement form. Okay friends, so let's discuss some valid statement for the byte data type. Okay friends, see, we have program in which we are taking a variable area. Okay, so let's implement it all till, okay, do one by one. Okay friends, let's suppose we have data type byte and I'm taking variable area. Okay, so if I'm going to assign a value that will lie in between of this value, so it will be acceptable. Okay, so it will be acceptable, so it means it is a valid statement. Okay friends, so we can print it easily. If I'm going to print it, system.out.println area, it will work fine. Okay, let's save it and run it. So let's compile it. Java C byte 2 dot java. Okay, okay, let's run it. Byte 2 dot byte 2. Okay, so it is working fine now friends. So okay, if we are assigning a value that will lie in its range, so it is going to work fine. Okay, but what if I'm going to assign a value that will be higher than its range? Then what will happen? Or lower than its range? Okay, let's suppose I'm going to assign a 3 minus 300, which is not came in range. So then which kind of error we are going to get? Okay friend, so any guess? Okay, let's see. It is going to give us error incompatible type. Okay friend, because as we know, for Java, let me tell you, for Java, Java treats every integral value as an integer. Okay, so when we are going to assign any variable which is beyond that range, then Java is going to give an as found int but required byte. Okay, incompatible types. Okay, let's run it, let's save it and compile it. Okay, then you are able to see it. See, we are getting an error incompatible types. Okay, possibly losing conversion from int to bytes. Okay, it's mean that we found int, we have integer number that and we are trying to assign it to a byte variable, but we know that the value of this is doesn't lie in this byte range. Okay, that's why we are getting this error. Okay, so friend, remember it, if we are going to assign a value that is greater than its range, then what will happen? It is not going to round off like C and C++. Okay, it is going to give us error that we are unable to convert your int data type to a byte data type. Okay, as in C and C++, if we are trying to assign a value that is larger than is its range, then what compiler does, actually it actually rounds off. Okay, but in Java it doesn't round off, it gives us error. Okay, so friend, first is that if we are going to assign a value that is greater than its range, then what will happen? Okay, then I think now it is clear to you. Okay, okay, let's take any float number. If I'm going to take any float number, I'm going to assign any in float number, then what will happen? Okay, uh, let's take any number like 179.83. Okay, let suppose this is my area. Okay, if I'm going to, let's save it and then now again compile it. Again, see friend, we are getting an incompatible types. Incompatible type, possibly lossy conversion from double to byte. Friends, see, this is a double number. Okay, again you see in C, if we are if in C if we are trying to assign a number. Okay, assign a number which is float or double. Okay, float or double. What C and C++ compiler does actually, they truncate the decimal part and assign only the integral part. But here Java is not going to do like that. Okay, Java is going to give us error that we can't assign a double value to a byte value. Okay friend, so remember it. Okay, remember it, if we are going to assign double value or a float value to any integral kind of data type, okay, either is byte, short, int, any kind of data type, now we are not going to get an value, we are going to get an error. Okay, because Java, as we know, Java is strictly typed language. Okay, so that's why we are getting an error. Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, so we are going to get an error. Okay, okay friend, if I'm going to assign value within the range of date, okay, let 119. Okay, so again we are going to get an error. Okay, because don't think that if that value are beyond that range, that's why we are getting error. If we are going to take any float value, either it is in range of byte, either it is out of range of byte, okay, we are going to get an error. Okay, see, it is 19 is range of in the range of one byte, but we are getting an error because this is a byte double data type. Okay, we are getting an error, incompatible types. Okay, possibly logic conversion from double to byte. Okay, it means that we have a double data type and we can't convert it into an byte data type. Okay friends, so that is the error we are getting. Okay, so friend, let's as we know, as I discussed with you, if I'm going to assign a integer number that is out of range, it then what error we will find. If I am going to assign a float value, then what will you assign? Okay, then let's think, if I am going to assign it a any reserve literals. Okay, let's we have a reserve literal like true, false and null. If I'm going to assign it null, let's suppose if I'm going to assign it null, then what will happen? Is it is work fine or not? Okay, let's see. And if it will not work fine, then what kind of error we are going to get? Okay, so friends, let's try. Okay, see. Okay, see friends, we are getting again an error, incompatible types. Null cannot be converted to byte. Okay, it means that we can't assign a null. As we know, we use the concept of null to assign a null reference to our objects. Okay, whenever we are creating an object and we want to we don't want to assign it anything. Okay, then we assign it to null. Okay, to any to an objects. Okay, so null use for objects. Okay, but so that's why we are unable to assign null value to any primitive data type. Okay, so it's mean that friend, we can't assign null reserve literal to any primitive data type. Okay, so here we are trying to assign null to our primitive data type, that is area. Okay, that is of kind of byte. Okay, but our compiler is giving us error that null cannot be converted to byte, we can't convert it into byte. Okay, so let's say we have another reserve literal like false. Okay, then what will happen? Sorry, false. Okay, then what will happen if I'm going to assign it? Okay, let's suppose I'm going to run it. So again friend, you can see here incompatible types. As we know, false is an boolean type. Okay, and byte is an again area is an again byte type. Okay, as we know, in Java we can't assign inappropriate values to our data type. The value that doesn't belong to a particular data type, we can't assign to it. If we are going to assign it, we are going to get incompatible types error. Okay friend, now I think it is clear to you all. If we are going to assign those values that doesn't belong to a particular data type, then we are going to get an error, incompatible types. Okay, and from this program, it is also clear to you, if we are going to assign a value that beyond the range of a particular data type in Java, it is not going to round off, it is going to friend, it is going to give us error that the value is we can't convert integer. Okay, integer to a byte. Okay, incompatible type error. Okay friend, okay, let's suppose if we are going to assign a character, so will it work fine? Let's suppose I'm going to assign a. So friend, let's see what will happen right now. So you have any guess regarding that? Will it work or not? Okay, answer in comment. Okay, so friend, it will work. Okay, how it will work? Okay, let's see. So friends, you can see now we are not getting an error. Okay, why? I will explain you. Wait, let me compile this program for you. Let me run this program for you. Byte Java byte dot byte 2. Okay, so we see we are getting an 97. As we know, char also come in the category of integral data type. As we know, we can assign a character data type, any character variable to its value by using integer numbers. I want to represent a, I can assign 97 to it. Okay, so my compiler is going to convert this integer value into its sky value. Okay, and the sky value is, and the corresponding to that sky value character array is going to take the symbol, okay, corresponding to that. Okay, same if I'm going to assign uh, a character a to uh, my variable area. So what will actually happen, which actually what is happening here, actually friends, my compiler is going to assign a sky value, which is kind of integer value, to my data type area. Okay, so 97 lies in the range of the byte data type. Okay, so that's why my compiler is assigning the 97 to the area. Okay, that's why it is working fine. Okay, if I'm going to assign such a variable, such a character that lies beyond the that sky value is, okay, that's unicode value, sorry, Java follows unicode representation. Okay, so that's unicode representation is beyond the, okay, beyond the range of the byte data type. So in that case we are also going to get an error, possibly logic conversion from int to byte, because we are assigning us a unique character which have a corresponding unicode. Okay, that unicode will be of that unicode code will in the form of int, and we are going to assign an into byte. Okay, if the int will beyond that range, then we are going to get the same error here that we got. Okay, that the possibly logic conversion from int to byte, if the value is in range of the byte data, then we are going to compile it or run it successfully. As you can see here, the value of a, which is 97, okay, is in the range of byte data type. Okay, so it is working here fine. Okay friends, so this is that I want to tell you. Okay, so I want to tell you one more thing, that if I'm going to take string, if I'm going to take string, how then what will the error we are going to get? Any guess regarding that, friend? Let's go. We are taking string learning from academy. So what will happen, friends? Let's suppose I'm going to compile it. Finish, friend. See, friend. See, whenever we are taking any characters in double quotes, it means what? It is a string. Okay. Okay, so here we are assigning a string to a byte data type. So again, friend, now it is clear to you that we can't assign an inappropriate value to any other data type, because in Java is a very strictly defined language. Okay, here my compiler is going to give me an error, incompatible types. This is my strings, we cannot convert into a byte. Okay, so that is the error we are getting here. Okay friends, so it's now it is clear to all, if we are going to take different values, then which kind of error we got. Okay, so friend, one more thing, if I'm not going to assign yeah, if I'm not going to assign, if I'm not going to assign, if I'm going to remove the uh, if I'm going to remove the quotes, then what will happen? Okay, if I'm going to send byte, that's simply a learning storm. Okay, so how compiler going to treat it? Okay, so friends, as we know, whenever we have to assign a variable to another variable. Okay, we write like that area. Let's suppose we had a variable, right? Learning storm is equal to area. Okay, so compiler is going to treat it as a variable. Okay friends, compiler is going to treat it as a variable. Okay, compiler is thinking that we are assigning an area, which is kind of byte variable, we are assigning variable another variable learning storm. Okay, but okay, then it will compile, my compiler is going to search about learning storm, where it is declared. Okay, okay, where is it declared in this program or not? Okay, okay, if it is declared in this program, if I am going to declare this variable learning term is here, then it will work fine. If I am not going to not if I am not going to declare it in this program, then my compiler is going to give me error key variable not found. Okay, let's see. I'm going to compile it. Okay, you can see, friend, LearningStrome. That is a compiler is thinking that LearningStrome is a variable. Okay, that is symbol. Okay, which is not found. Okay, so you can see cannot found symbol LearningStrome. So you can see, friend, if I'm going to sign any word which is without any quotes. Okay, then my compiler is going to treat it as a variable. Okay, friends. Okay, let's. Okay, see, if I'm going to declare it, okay, if I'm going to declare it, like I'm declaring byte LearningStrome. Okay, now if I'm declaring it, okay, if I'm declaring it, see, now it is working fine. Now it is not giving me an error. Okay, so now you see it is working fine. Okay, so now it is clear to you all if which kind of values if we can assign to a data type. Okay, which kind of value we can't assign to it. Okay, if we are going to send this kind of value that is not lies in its range, or that is not appropriate for it, then which kind of error we are going to get. Okay, so all these things are clear to you. Okay, friends, so that was the purpose of this uh, uh, tutorial. Okay, friends, so which kind of values is possible, or which kind of value is not. Okay, friends, so okay, so let's discuss some applications of the byte data type. Okay, friends, so friend, one of the major advantage byte data type is that, friend, byte data type is used to store the data in form of byte, not in the form of characters. Okay, not in the form of yeah, not in a vector. Okay, so whenever we are storing any data, and whenever we are storing any, whenever we have to deal with our input output stream file byte, okay, monitors. Okay, whenever we have to write data in there, so we can use the byte data type, because there is no need to encoding or decoding the data. Okay, we can directly write the data to these devices. Okay, without any encoding. So here encoding is not required, or decoding is not required. Okay, so it is major application of byte data type. Okay, but other application data type, okay, as we know, machine understand only bits. Okay, so it is very handy to use, very handy when we have to read, when I, for example, I want to read data, I read data from keyboard. Okay, keyboard and files. Okay, so in that case we can use data, we can use also byte data type. Okay, because we know machine understand only bits. Okay, and machine understand only bits, and byte data type store data in form of bytes. Okay, so here no encoding also required. Okay, so direct we can read from keyboards files. Okay, so here is another application of the byte data type, that writing data to monitors output stream files are easy with the byte data type, because there is no conversion is required. Again, same, reading the data from keyboard files, okay, again is also easy, because we know the data we are getting from keyboard and file, there no need to convert it, because byte data type stored the data in the form of which, in bytes. So that data that we are getting from keyboard and file will be in form of bits. Okay, that bit is going to directly save in the byte data type. Okay, fine. So this is the another application of the byte data type. And another application, that all the networks, the internet, okay, all the files on the internet accept the data in the form of bytes. Okay, friend, so this is one of the major application of the byte data type. Okay, friend, so what are the applications we should, one is that all devices like monitors, output streams, files, all they accept data in form of, all they write data in form of bytes. Okay, so friends, these are the applications for the byte data type. Okay, friends, few points that I would like to tell you, that like C and C++, according to compiler, according to platform, according to architecture, the size of the data type varies, but in Java, friend, it things are not like that. Okay, the size of all data type remains same in any kind of machines. Okay, that just because of JVM. Okay, it makes our language independent. Okay, here the size of byte data remains same in any kind of architecture. Okay, any kind of architecture. Okay friends. Okay, one more thing that we I would like to tell you that mostly people say that when we are going to, let's see, if I'm not going to assign any value to it. Okay, let's suppose if I'm not going to assign any value to I'm not going to assign any value to my area, so what will happen? Mostly people say it is going to give 0 to us. Okay, but friend, let's see what will happen. It is going to us error that variable area might not have been initialized. This means that friend, if I'm not going to, if I'm declaring an variable and I'm not defining any variable, okay, and defining it, okay, I'm not assigning any value it, so it is not going to give us 0. Mostly, as you saw in with different tools or other places, that if we are the by default value for any variable is 0. Okay, they told us that by default value for integer and byte short long is 0. Okay, by default value for boolean is false. Okay, by default value for long other values boolean is false, float and double is 0.0. But this is true in case when we are using wrapper classes. This is not true with the primitive classes. So friend, so friends, okay, so friends, please notice this. Okay, whenever we are not going to initialize our variables, so as in C and C plus we get a garbage value. Okay, but here we are going to get an error. The variable is not initialized. Okay, we are going to get an error, compile time error when the variable is not initialized. Okay, friends. So please remember it. If we are not going to assign any value to a variable and we are going to directly use it, then we are going to get and compile them error that variable are not initialized. Okay, but if we are using wrapper classes, like we in Java we have wrapper classes like int for byte, all primitive data we have wrapper classes. Okay, in that case when we are making an object, okay, in that case if we are not assigning any value to it, then in that case the by default value is 0. Okay, but in case of primitive, if we are not assigning any value, then we will get then we will get then we will get friend, this variable area might not be initialized. Okay friends. So so friends, thank you for watching, and do subscribe our video and like friends. So in the next video we will discuss about short data type. Okay friends, bye bye.